What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful Friday today, and it is getting ready to storm out there. It look like it's it's been raining a lot this month, on and off. Um, how many days did it rain this week? Like a couple days. And next week I think it's supposed to rain like all week. So, you know, but hell, we need the rain around here. So, yeah. And the weekend is here. I don't know my weekend plans right now. I think I might just chill. I was thinking about maybe going to the movies again. Cause I went to the movies last week. Last weekend. To see what was it, Hades Town. I've been knowing about that play for a while, and it was on the big screen, so I thought I would go see it. So, you know, but but the only thing that's playing now that I want to see, I might want to see, is Spider-Man, another Spider-Man movie. And I don't even know if I want to see that because, sorry, I'm just in this camera so you can see a little bit more of me right there. But anyway, so, but I don't know if I want to see that because, I mean, I don't know. Superhero movies just don't hit the same like they used to, for me at least, because I remember back in the day, watching all these movies, it felt like it was more hype and more, I don't know, exciting. And it don't look like a bad movie or nothing. It's just, I don't know. I just don't feel the same about these superhero movies like I used to. I still like watch some of them, but like I said, just not the same. But excuse me. Anyway, we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna talk about this whole D4vd thing, this whole D4vd case, and I might talk about other things. I don't know, but we'll see. But I just have to talk about this. With this whole case, it's just so fucking crazy with what David, his whole connection with Celeste, and then the parents. I don't even know where to start because to me, from what I see, it really looked like Celeste's parents were not just shitty but abusive too, because there were reports that she ran away multiple times from home. And a lot of times kids don't run away from home for nothing. I mean, it's like especially in certain communities when this could be anybody, but I see especially in certain communities where the girls get a certain age, and they get older, and their parents start to suddenly become just like mean and controlling. And and she and I think she was looking for some type of safe place for her. And runaways are vulnerable because, as I've said, they're looking for a safe place in somebody. And that somebody was what she thought that somebody was David. And and the other thing is that I think Celeste's parents need to be investigated too, because they were in on all this. Like, David's parents were in on all this, Celeste's parents were in on all this. They because you already know. And well, this is me speculating, this is me thinking, because I wouldn't be surprised if Celeste's parents were getting money from David and David's parents. Cause I mean, to me they basically just sold off their daughter. Cause that's just really crazy to me. I mean, they don't give a fuck about this. They didn't give a fuck about her. Because I even heard that uh um what was it, that Celeste traveled out of the country with David, traveled to London, and her parents signed off on the paperwork. I mean, on the consent forms, and y'all know what I mean, whatever. So, and I'm just like, you gonna let your minor child travel outside the country with another adult that's not you, and that's not even family? Just, hell no. Mm-mm, no. That all this is just gross neglect. And even at one time, he did impregnate her, and she got a termination. And people could ask, just like, how did her parents not know about this? And I think they were in California, but in California, if you're, I think it's 12 and up, then you don't have, they can perform a termination without your informing your parents. And I still kind of feel like they should have somebody there from social services, because if they getting, like, pregnant that young, I feel like something's going on. Somebody there to help them out with something. But yeah, and plus, even with that, I wouldn't be surprised if parents knew about that too. Again, they did not give a fuck. I'm gonna keep saying this, and y'all gonna get tired of me saying this, but it's the truth. They didn't give a fuck about this child. And they even found how would I say this, some under inappropriate underage stuff in his phone. uh, like I just can't with all this, because you gonna let your minor child go off with somebody that you don't even know like that. But for Celeste's parents, it's okay because they get money. They don't care. And I think people really think that, a very young girl, um, being with well, how would I say this? I'll say it like this. You know, being a young girl being with a grown man is actually more normalized than you think. And, on the surface, it looks like, people like, a lot of people are not here for it and all that and everything. But when you really look under the surface, you would really be surprised at the number of people that are actually here for this type of bullshit. If y'all get what I'm saying, I hope y'all understanding what I'm saying. Cause I've seen some shit now. Cause one example, when I was like 11, I went to summer school, and it was a different school from where I went during the year. But there was this other girl, about like 12. I was 11 at the time. So just when I think she was about a year older than me. And she was talking about how she had a boyfriend. And her boyfriend was 16, about to turn 17. And and I remember her talking about it. I don't remember that girl's name, but I remember her talking about it, going on and on about it. And I mean, back then I thought it was just weird with that, but and especially now, but I was like, what? And and she was talking about how she's gonna break up with him when he's 18, and all this stuff. But when when it was time for, when it was the end of the day, and our parents would come to pick us up, her boyfriend actually came around to the school. He was in this truck, and he actually came and parked at the school. And let me just say, the teachers were around. Teachers saw what happened. Teachers was seeing what was going on. Didn't say nothing. This girl went up to the truck, and they were talking and everything, and then they started kissing and all that, and it was so weird to see. And again, the teachers see all of this. They don't say nothing. They don't say a goddamn thing. After they, kiss and all that stuff, she steps away from the truck and he drives off. That was disturbing to me then, but it's especially disturbing to me now. And that's why I say that this is more normalized than y'all really think. Because I even heard other stories when I was, let me see, this one girl, I was in middle school, and this well, I think she was a Latino girl, and she was talking about how she had a boyfriend, and let's see, she about like 13, and she had a boyfriend that was 17. And her parents were fine with it. I don't get this shit. Never have, never will. Cause hell no. The number of people that think this shit is okay is just so crazy to me. Crazy to me then, and especially crazy to me now. And even today I do get surprised on some level, but at the same time, I'm not really that surprised because I've seen similar shit. And, you know, the adults around, they don't care. They let it happen. Parents, they definitely see what's happening. They okay with it. They don't give a fuck either. Mm. That's why I said again, it's actually more normalized than people really think. I've seen other situations too, but those are just examples. So, I mean, with this whole situation with Celeste, I'm not that surprised. To me, the parents just need to be thrown in jail too. And I don't really think that they care that their daughter is gone. Because to me, you didn't give a fuck about your daughter in the first place. And David definitely don't give a fuck. You see him up there, he he's apathetic to every damn thing. He don't give a fuck. His parents definitely don't give a fuck. Everybody in on exploiting this child, because that's what it was. Own parents in on exploiting her. His parents in on exploiting her. Everybody okay with this shit. It's surprising, but like I said, at the same time, not really that surprising. The number of people that don't give a fuck about protecting their own kids, especially if they're girls. I really think she deserved so much better. She deserved to be loved. She deserved to be protected. She deserved to be valued. Because I just can't even imagine it. I ain't got no kids, but even if I did, I can't imagine my child, my minor child, going off with an adult, especially to another country. And I don't really know this motherfucker. And me signing off and saying it's okay for you to go to another country with this adult. The number of folks that would be okay with people exploiting their kids as long as they get money is crazy. But you know, this type of shit happens every day. Every fucking day. Where they getting exploited and the parents, they just like, hey, I'm making money. What do I give a fuck about? What do I care about it? I don't give a fuck. Hey, they basically like, she wants to go off and do all this, that's fine. I'm getting some from this. And the number of people that excuse me, that were calling Celeste fast, it's just crazy to me. Like, what the fuck? This girl is being taken advantage of. She being exploited. And y'all want to call this girl, quote unquote, fast. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I really want to know what's wrong with y'all. Motherfuckers be so quick to call girls fast. When really, again, as I said, they being taken advantage of. You gonna blame the child for shit that adults do. How is this child in control of what these adults are doing? I don't understand that. Never have, never will. But anyway, that's all I got to say on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me about your thoughts. And I'll see y'all in the next video.